Hello everyone, Alex Ramirez here visiting TrippNT with my friend Sebastian McLeod. He's the CEO and owner of this company that is very unique how it all started. His mother wanted to build some of this furniture because basically the carts that existed did not comply with what really she needed in the business, in the Gemba. So she was a practitioner and wanted some carts that helped her do her job better. And the morning meeting was kicked off just on time and everyone was engaged. A lot of great exercises, engagement. Everybody knew what was going on. There's a clear agenda for the day. And I could really tell the great vibes and the engagement. I repeat, the engagement of the people was 100% present. The morning meeting was very complete, had a lot of information on the day-to-day sales and production indicators. You can definitely tell there is a strong lean culture in this team because everybody was participating. They all knew the value of knowing how they did the day before. Doesn't matter good or bad because they were all focused how to make it better. And of course, the day also starts with the 3Sing of the restrooms and all the key learnings that come from it. Every time I see a very good company at a high level lean, they all have something very much in common. They understand the value of doing a kata where everybody is respecting each other through the kitchen or through the restroom. Fantastic. And it brought my attention these snacks for your pets, for your dogs. But looking more careful into it, I found there's a crumb trail, but a digital one where you can scan and it tells you a map of where that crumb trail is located. So I found that very unique. Not only Kanban cards, but also crumb trails. And all the tools are marked with vibrators to know where they should be. And the total ownership program that we have learned from Ryan Terney and Seating Matters is also embedded in their culture. It was really working great. But they're putting special care to the details, like this mat is countersinked in the concrete. So you would figure, why do that? But they took the energy and time to fix it and get it improved. Next, don't look at the improvement. Listen to the engagement of this team member in the shop. It is amazing. And he knows the ways and he can have ideas to improve.
This was not here yesterday or a couple days ago. I just put this up because I have to go over there for all my stuff. And it's just extra steps. I don't really want to go over there. It gets in his way. So this is already here. And then I added this backboard. I'm gonna put a few up here and maybe some other tools. And I'm also gonna kind of replicate what they had here on the other side. So I can have like kind of like a full ring. And then whatever else I'm gonna use for a different job up here, what I'm using right now, right here.
So this is stuff in process.
This will hopefully be all in process. I usually don't have to go over 5. If I do, I mean, I got it right here. It's still at arm's reach. Nice. So either way.
What waste are you eliminating there?
Motion 100% majority, and transportation because you got to bring the stuff back and forth.
And everything must have a standard so that you can improve upon it. So this is the work schedule for Tuesday. The expectation for them is to open this every single time they're working on something, so they know the standard.
Okay.
This is going to have all the information that I need to know how to cut, build, and ship this product. But it's going to have all my CNC programs, all my print files, all my steps. So if I'm person 1 and I'm prepping parts, the engineers put the video together. So if I'm a new person, I should be successful on how to build this. So red means round over. I'm taking this over to the round over and I'm rounding these edges. Very straightforward. If I'm gonna ask a question, the answer needs to be right there.
Wow.
So every step along the way has instructions on what to do. It's all within a click away from them. Even the packaging standard. Hey, how am I supposed to package this cart? Well, here's the standard. It takes the foam corners, it gets this foam in front, it goes in a box. It's all right there. Part.
Yeah, all the information available.
That's right.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it drives
How-
tremendous value and eliminates the amount of ondons every single day. We started tracking all of our ondons. Most of them came from I don't know or lack of training. Well, let's take care of those.
Put it there. Yeah.
I'll do it my way, and I'll be what I'll be. I'll do it my way, it'll set me free. Yeah. I'll do it my way, and I'll take what I want.
And I found this company to have a great sense of humor and having fun. From making jokes while doing the restroom to this bell that rings one time with $1,000, two times $5,000, and three times $10,000, just for having good fun. And this is a visual management table to represent the level of expertise on each of the team members for each process. I think this is genius. We've seen it in Yellow Tools and many other places, and I really think that it brings transparency to every single member of the team of who is capable to do what.
To become a trainer, a full circle, you have to successfully train someone else that can perform it successfully 5 times. So to get 2 circles or 2 out of the a half circle,
Yeah.
I have to perform that task successfully without help 5 times. And then that's when I can perform that task by myself.
So this is 5 times
To get here.
to get here. So I can do the task 5 times by himself.
Yeah, so once training's done, I've trained you on that, I'm gonna give you a 2, right? So when I did my situational leadership with these 5 individuals, they've been trained. I've trained them, we've talked about it, we've done an exercise. And then now they have to perform that 5 times successfully for me to say, okay, you can perform that yourself,
Okay.
right? And now to move to the next step, now you have to give that class, and those people have to be successful at the same time.
Got it.
This is like the growth opportunity for people to grow.
So is Beef and JR the most, let's say, paid people
Yes, Beef is.
because of his mastery? I
Yeah.
mean, he can
JR
train
is
others.
brand new. He just learned all of this.
Wow.
And then he's learning some area.
So
other
he's a
areas.
superstar.
He is. He's a very quick learner.
Okay. Not about how much time you are in the company. It's,
Right.
it's what you can do.
It's what you can do.
So you motivate people to learn.
Yeah. And continue to keep learning because
Yeah.
we all seen it, right?
Yeah.
I've been with the company 15 years.
Yeah.
I think I know it all. But do you?
And this is very visual.
Yes.
That's clever. What I really noticed is that in every area that you would find organizations like this with the tools needed in the area and the Kanban of the products that are consumable.
'Cause everybody's gonna
And you can tell they have this playful mindset to learn. They bought a printer and they printed out all these parts to make a little robot. They don't know yet the application, but they certainly learned and had fun with it. I love these kind of lean examples. Look at this cart with all the cleaning materials. The standard is there. The visual management of the shop floor. This is all the tasks by color of who cleans what on the floor. So the whole floor gets 3S'd every day. Tools are there, standards there, cart with wheels, everything necessary. The card concept they have here to just put tools and look at this Lotto station. Isn't it gorgeous? Very visual, and all of the procedures on which areas each person is authorized to lock out.
my way, and I'll take what I want.
And I was surprised to see the level, the norms they have to go through to make the cleanliness of the product. They have to wrap it in order to guarantee that it's clean when it's delivered to the customer. As you can imagine, this is a woodworking shop, but look at this warehouse, so clean. It looks like a clean room out of a hospital. It was amazing. Again, a lot of visual management, Kanbans, everything dialed in. And I found another restroom, so I sneaked in there to see if actually they're all at the same level, because sometimes they take you to the best ones and then they don't let you see the back restroom. But nope, this is a real thing. And they have this weekly review, but I understand sometimes they even do it 2 or 3 times, depending on the ideas they have to review. And what it basically is every area of the company has ideas or issues that need to be addressed. So there's a core team that assembles together every time to discuss and put actions to actually do something about it and make progress to the company.
And I'll be what I'll be.
And I was blown away when they said, Alex, come for the snacks. Such a small company already has embedded a place to offer a dignified meal.
Because that's the way we've always done it, okay? Reality is my mom started cooking lunch for me and my dad at home. And when we moved to our first building, it never stopped. And the second place we had, she put a kitchen in, and the benefit really is, the cost of it is between $3 and $4 a day per person, and that includes snacks, lunch, drinks, coffee, breakfast stuff. Located in an area where there's not a lot of food choices. They have 30 minutes for lunch, and we want to
Optimize.
give them the most value we can while they're here.
I'll do it my way. And
Enjoyed the mindset of Sebastian of how does lean actually work in the shop floor.
They're gonna be looking for ways to drive value to their customer, and to get to that point, it takes you saying, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna trust you to get it done, and I'm not gonna look over your shoulder, and they're gonna mess up, and then you have that opportunity to build trust by helping them through it, not in a way that
You give them, they give you. You give them, you give you. And you're giving them
right. So
respect.
If we provide, Andrew might make a mistake one day, and someone might get sick. But okay, are we going to be the kind of people that, let's fire Andrew, let's sue the company, And it's a risk to do that. But if you do want to get someone's best work, somehow you got to navigate through that. And I don't necessarily have all the answers, but I know where to start.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Asked a lot of times is, what's in it for the person on the floor? Why should they put their heart and their soul into eliminating waste and taking these learnings and really using them? I got many answers over the years, but the best one I ever got, I knew I hadn't asked him. So I asked Lucas, I said, man, why should anybody do any of this? And without even hesitating, he just looked straight over at me and says, for the guy next to him, when you get someone's heart, you see this in really extreme situations, sometimes wartime, sometimes when things go really bad, maybe in a family type situation, you're there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. It's not about the company, it's about the other human being next to you.
You want to do your best because you don't want to let that guy down.
Yeah. And in my snack time, I was talking to Spencer and asked him the question, what makes this place different from other places you worked around here?
Freedom.
Freedom. Why?
Well, at a lot of places, I think people want you to provide ideas, want you to provide input, but they really don't afford you the freedom to
do it.
implement your ideas, right? Like it's all your ideas are restricted by somebody else's budget, somebody else's time, somebody else's plans. And so with some freedom, you can really learn how to plan. People hoard resources, people, maybe someone likes your idea, but it doesn't fit their plan and they're in charge. So they're like, well, it sounds nice up front, but for some reason...
We'll leave it for later.
Yeah, and people rely on their feelings to make a lot of decisions too.
And they offer a library where anyone can come in at the company time to read or take it home. It's all available to the employees. And they apply the open space. Everybody of the support teams and management are at the same place, an open space ready to be communicative. And look at Sebastian was showing me here his improvement of the day.
I'll get mine.
They are using this layout made out of a steel with little magnets to play around with the spaces and the areas to be modified. Walking through the shop, I could notice different kind of improvements, and here's an example of a safety improvement. This team member was getting burned by putting down his hand to push on gluing the boxes, so this is his solution.
You know, little improvements here and there. We notice whenever I glue it down, I have to do that essentially to try to keep it down before the box would come up, essentially when it's not completely cooled off. And obviously in a situation, it's hot glue. It kind of
burn your hand.
Yeah, it's easy to burn your hand, but now we don't have to do that anymore.
That's smart.
We would.
And this is when you develop people, they are thinking, they're seeing the ways. Look at this cost savings. They used to buy all these corners to protect their shipments, and now with the same foam and leftovers they have, they make these little corners and they save money, and it's all standardized. There's no more complexity.
4 corners on the bottom and 4 corners on the top to just kind of keep it sturdy in that.
Wow.